Welcome to the Essential 99 Punctuation Rules for Court Reporters, video number 39, the Apostrophe Part 1. I'm Ken Wick. Let's get started. So this video will cover the apostrophe and ebook rules 79 to 81, which are singular possessive, plural possessive, and is it a possessive or descriptive? So singular possessive, rule number 79. For most singular nouns, the key is singular, add an apostrophe and s to form a possessive. For singular nouns ending in s or z, add an apostrophe or apostrophe s depending what is heard to form a possessive. So let's look at a few examples. The defendant's testimony is pure perjury. So to form the singular possessive, this is a singular, we add the apostrophe s. You said you borrowed your friend's car. So this is a possessive. So to form the singular possessive, we add an apostrophe and s. Now we get into the case. The second sentence here in the rule. The Reynolds car was broken into last night. I said that with only one s sound. Therefore, we only add the apostrophe because it's we add an apostrophe or apostrophe and s depending on what is heard. So since we only heard one s sound, we only add the apostrophe. But if we hear two sounds, the Reynolds' car was broken into last night. Reynolds is the two s sounds. So if you hear two s sounds, then you write the apostrophe and s. So plural possessive. For plural nouns that end in s, which is most of them, add an apostrophe to form the possessive. For plural nouns that don't end in s, usually irregular plurals, add an apostrophe and s to form a possessive. Sometimes you'll see this last rule here divided into two, but this is really the fundamental rule. If it ends in s, just add the apostrophe, and if the plural doesn't add an s, add an apostrophe and s. The profit did not meet the investor's goals, so this is a plural noun, so we just add the apostrophe afterwards. The email violated the employee's lunch break policy. So here we have a possessive and it is plural, so we just add the apostrophe. How do I know this? Women's intuition. Here we have a possessive form and it does not end in s, so we add an apostrophe and s. So rule number 81. Is it a possessive or descriptive? Sometimes it may be difficult to determine if a word should be a possessive case or descriptive form. Is it a nurse's station or nurse's station? If the phrase in question can be rewritten with a of or of the or of a phrase, like for example, friend's car can become car of the friend or car of a friend. This is rewriting with an of phrase, then use an apostrophe. And maybe just a note, the possessive case, this is where the misnomer comes in. A lot of people think it's possessive case is only the possessive, but that is not true. This is what makes it tricky. So going back to our examples, is it the Reynolds car? We say the Reynolds car, is it an apostrophe or not an apostrophe? Well, can we rewrite with of? Car of the Reynolds. Yes. This is a true, what they call possessive. The Reynolds actually possessed the car. So therefore it is a possessive form. Another example, the new leader's guide. Is it with or without the apostrophe? Can we rewrite with of? Guide of, you can say guide of the new leaders. So it's just a, of, guide of a new leader. Well, that doesn't make sense. So guide of new leaders or guide of the new leaders? No. Now you're saying, well, hold on now. This does make sense. Guide of new leaders. But here's what the meaning is. So you have to really think about when you rewrite this, is it expressing the same idea? Because it's probably not a guide of new leaders, meaning it's a guide that would show pictures or have information about the new leaders. If that's true, then it would be the apostrophe. But it's probably a guide for new leaders. So you can't really rewrite it with of. And in fact, this is a clue. I don't really put this in the ebook or the print book, but if you sort of say no to the rewriting of, it can't be rewritten with of, and you notice it can actually be rewritten better with a for, then you're probably using a descriptive. So just to cover this, guide of new leaders doesn't really describe it because it's probably not a guide consisting of new leaders, but it's a guide for new leaders. So we cannot really rewrite it with of. Therefore, it is a descriptive, and it should be leaders, the new leaders without the apostrophe guide. One last example. The girls' softball team is a with or without the apostrophe. Can we rewrite with of? The softball team of girls, yes. This is or it can be rewritten with of, with the intended meaning of when you read the sentence. So it's going to contain, so it's going to be a possessive form. Well, that's it for this video. Please subscribe. If you like the video, please hit like, and please buy the ebook. Thank you.